in Kansas City. It's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Sam Darnold and the New York Jets.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the New York Jets. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Chiefs offense coming out here and bringing them onto the field, the most valuable player of last year's Super Bowl, and that's Patrick Mahomes.
Well, partner, normally if a guy's touchdown passes fall in half, the first thing you'd say is, he really didn't have a very good season, did he? Well, it's true. Mahomes dropped from 50 touchdown passes the year before to just 26 last year. But remember, he had a knee injury and missed a few ball games, and he still remained in the conversation as the best quarterback in the NFL.
Mahomes now on first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 6. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out.
Come on, now.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
When the holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And right side, caught, Hogan. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
New York.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Run there by Frank Gore, and he has to be one of the most admired players in the NFL. Started the 2020 season, number 3 all-time on the rushing list, less than 1,400 yards shy of Walter Payton as the season kicked off. Spent a year with Coach Adam Gase in Miami. Now he's hooked back up with him again with the New York Jets.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his 48-yard.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end.
Darnold's
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Darnold on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets. Mecole Hardman, Pro Bowler last year as a rookie, is deep for KC. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Kansas City Chiefs 4-1 now following the stunning Week 5 loss at home to the Las Vegas Raiders. 40-32, and the loss snaps a franchise record 13-game winning streak going back to last season. Hadn't lost in 336 days. They had also beaten the Raiders 10 of 11 times, but the streak was going to end at some point. So I asked the new Pulse Flash, as Boomer Esiason referred to you, CD, during the broadcast. You were there. What did you see?
Yeah, I don't know about the flash part, but Boomer doing his homework and finding out about my hometown of New Paltz, New York. I was touched by that. That was pretty good. But what I saw there was a Kansas City team that jumped out to an early lead, as they normally do. They were up 14-3. Then they scored 2 more touchdowns, and the Raiders matched them touchdowns-wise. But they felt like they were cruising. And then things started to change a little bit, and they couldn't find that next gear. It happens. Remember, they'd won 13 straight if you count postseason last year. Sometimes you run up against a team that's determined, that's hot. I think Kansas City's going to be just fine, and they'll be right in the thick of things, but they will have to make some adjustments offensively. More and more people rushing 3 and 4 and dropping 7, trying to take away the passing lanes. They may have to be more methodical in their approach.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Well, for the New York Jets, a familiar refrain here in 2020, dominated again in Week 5, this time at the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. 30-10, the Jets falling at home, and now 0-5. That's first time since 1996. They finished that season 1-15. But Joe Flacco, Charles, he subs for the injured Sam Darnold, making his first start as a Jet. And I think, probably the first start since Week 8 of last year as a Bronco, right?
Yeah, you're exactly right. And, he couldn't get a whole lot going. 195 yards and a touchdown. They got Le'Veon Bell back, but this team right now, let's face it, they're going nowhere fast. Major league struggles. Now, schedule changes have kicked in for them. So now this week, they'll play at the Dolphins, then they're home for Buffalo, and then at Kansas City. I'm not sure where I'm seeing the light for this team. Most of us thought they and the Dolphins would be very competitive. Right now, the Dolphins look like a decided favorite.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Darnold from the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. It's Gore. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Back to the ground game here. Gore. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Two minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he finds his man, Griffin. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He dumps this off underneath to Gore. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throw complete to Herndon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Hogan there to make the grab. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. A try here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
A time for another look at Patrick Mahomes and the Super Bowl champs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Mahomes now on 1st down. Completes it to Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
There goes Frank Gore. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Frank Gore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Kicking on now for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
And New York set to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he'll throw right away. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman, 73 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. For the point after, Sam Ficken. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He is going to find Hill here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Tyreek Hill certainly makes the front office look good when they spend a 5th-round pick on a guy. Then in his first 4 seasons, 4 Pro Bowl nominations. Anytime he touches the football, he's a threat to take it the distance. Hard to get on the ground one-on-one in the open field. If you miss, in the blink of an eye, he's putting 6 on the board.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season. But, CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night. And then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Tuesday in Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one, because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned, was originally a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona-Dallas Monday night, that feels like an old school kind of a game, doesn't it? And now we'll have Andy Dalton at quarterback for Dallas. And Green Bay, Tampa Bay, that's simple. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. And Cleveland, Pittsburgh, how great is this now to feel like it's the old AFC North battle with Cleveland fully in the fight?
Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He's got this one complete to Perriman. The 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brashad Perriman, 76 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Ficken for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up to throw from the gun. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
29-yard line.
So out now come the Jets. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's play believer, non-believer. I'll give you a couple teams off to surprising starts. You tell me if you believe that they will continue that way. And let's start with the Browns at 4-1.
Non-believer last year, believer to start this season, believer even after they got whacked in the opener by Baltimore. I think they'll contend for a playoff spot.
Okay, the Bears, same record, 4-1.
I still want to see more out of this team, but I like how their defense plays. Still need consistency on offense.
And then lastly, what about the Panthers at 3-2?
Oh, one of the great stories in the early going. Non-believer, because I think their division's too tough with Tampa Bay and New Orleans. But boy, I like what they're doing so far at 3-2. Way better record than what people thought.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Gore. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Oh, no!
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run it here with Pirine. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Ball carrier.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Powers through, and that will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line. That's the end of the third.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on a touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
All-pro tight end Travis Kelce had 97 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the end zone, you really have to look out. Witness what he did in the playoffs. 3 touchdown catches against Houston in the divisional round, and a big one in the Super Bowl against San Francisco, which keyed Kansas City's comeback.
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now it's Gore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gore again here on first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a carry for Pirine. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And it's caught by Herndon. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Pirine. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
3-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Gore. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
Hey, we don't need no more penalties right here.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Again they run, again it's Gore. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now on second down, this is Gore. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Ficken's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
28.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Hardman on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 31-28. A minute 6 to play. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First down now, but that clock rolling. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill.
Mahomes pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. They'll look to throw. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.